Now, why can't, am I supposed to?
Recording.
Oh, good.
Recording.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Shine Sisterhood call. I'm so glad that you girls made it on. I really wanted to apologize for having to switch the call tonight because I know I love the Tuesday night time. I just love it. I've always loved the Phyllis Empire call, and I love that we can kind of piggyback our calls with hers. I'm going to actually move because it just said that my Wi-Fi is not that great, and I know that I can get wonky. So also let me know if I get wonky. So I'm going to move quick. This is like I can't get closer to the router. Like this is as close as I could possibly get. So, all right. So I did the welcome. So next, I actually took notes tonight because there's so many things that I want to talk about with you guys. So the next thing I wanted to tell you is a big thank you for all your help in February with shared leadership. I think it was a big success, and I'm excited to kind of go with it through March. Also continue with it and let it grow. And as our new coaches are coming in, our new challengers that become coaches down the line, they can take on what we're currently doing now, like the polls and the challenge guide post and the daily check-ins. Like we could start having our newer coaches do that so that we can take more of a leadership role in our team page as well. So I'm really excited about that. The only thing, and I know that there was a discrepancy between Sharon doing the challenge guide posts either this week or next week. I think you want to do those next week, right, Sharon? Did I get that right, or this week?
Whatever is easier, but just give me the date so I know, so I don't miss it.
Okay. So what I did the one for today already. So if you want to continue with this week, that would be great. It would be all week. It would be, so what we're doing is we're taking on a weekly post. And, you know, you could pick different ones. So, you know, Carrie Danielle usually does the poll, but then we switched it up. So we could go basic like week by week. So you do channel post that entire first week or the second week. You know, my connection is unstable. I don't understand.
No, I missed a lot of that. I'm sorry. Could I just start
no.
on Monday? You want me to do the full week, like next week, Monday through Friday? All of it.
That. Yeah, you could do that. It wouldn't be Monday through Friday. It would be actually Monday through Sunday. So
okay.
What we do is we actually schedule the posts. So I don't know if you know how to do that yet.
I know.
Oh, okay, good. So we schedule the posts, and with the challenge guide check-ins, they're usually, it's all in the Team Crush folder. So if you go to the Team Crush folder, you'll see March Challenge Group.
Is it on our group, the Team Crush folder?
Yep.
Is it under files?
I don't think it's in there. It would be in your Google Drive. Do you know how to access your Google Drive?
I know how to access Google Drive, but I don't have access to the Team Crush.
Oh, okay. So this week you're gonna have to get access to that. So if you go to the Team Crush thread, there's a message thread on Facebook.
Right, but I'm not part of that group. Yeah, you are.
You were just added.
You were just added. Okay.
So if you go to the Team Crush thread, I'll tag you in it, or maybe Elena could tag you in it just so you could find it easier. But you were already tagged, and I think Carrie Danielle added you. So when you're in there, Desiree is one of the members of Team Crush. She is the one who gives everybody access to the Google Drive. So she needs your email address. So what you're going to do is you're just going to privately message Desiree your email, or if you want, you could put it right in the Team Crush thread, whatever you're more comfortable with, and then she'll give you access. And then once you have access, I can kind of walk you through it. It's very easy. You'll see right in their Team Crush folder, they have a folder in there called March Challenge Guide. So when you go to the March 2020 Challenge Guide, in there is everything: the weekly meal plans, the posts, the pictures, Spirit Week. I mean, everything is in there. It's
perfect.
Fantastic.
Okay. All right.
Yep. All right. So that's that. Now, guys, all right, this is really exciting. What? Oh, okay. Mike's making fun of me. So that's good. When I'm hosting a call, make me more nervous. Um, I don't know if you guys check this out, but if you go to your email, you should have gotten a monthly update. Every month, Beachbody sends a Coach Monthly. And I looked it up, and if you were interested in going to Summit, so this is anybody on the call, but anybody listening afterwards, they are offering a deal right now. It's $170 for the ticket. I don't know how much it was last month, but
it was $165 last month.
all right, so it's only $5 more, which is good. But all right, so this is the deal. So I looked this up and I'm like, oh my God, they are really pushing us, but in a good way. So if you look at the Coach Monthly, it's going to say if you are planning on going to Summit, they are offering, and they do this every time, but they always have different requirements, a photo op with super trainers. And it's not just one super trainer, like you would get your picture taken with Autumn and Shwanti. And like you would have your personal, yeah, I got it my first year. I've been to Summit twice. The first year I earned it. So I got pictures with the super trainers and their individual pictures. The next year I didn't go to Summit because they changed the date to June and I couldn't go. And then the last year I did not qualify, but this is the requirement. Elena, this is big. All right, you ready? And Sharon, but anybody watching. To get the photo op with the super trainers, you have to earn Success Club 20 by March 15th. So from now to March 15th, I know. That is like the exact face I made. But here's the thing, like I'm thinking, it's kind of crazy. Like that's crazy. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they're pushing us. Coming off of Team Cup, I don't know about you guys, but I have a ton of people that were going to sign up that didn't sign up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they're trying to like continue that momentum of Team Cup. And it's
I feel the same way. Like a lot of people, like, even though I didn't get a lot of signups last month, it was like I'm in a lot of conversations with people that are like, definitely by March, blah, blah, blah. So yeah. I'm hoping, you know.
Yep. So I think I know it is a little scary, but I think I'm going to shoot for it. I am shooting for it. I'm shooting for, so that's 10 people by the 15th.
Wow.
So that's talking to a lot of people, doing a lot of inviting, going on the power hours, doing it, posting, you know, telling people. And here's other things, some things that, well, this is my idea. So I loved, and Elena was in my Team Cup team, so she knows how I was feeling. But I really loved this past Team Cup. I felt like, I don't know, I just felt more motivated and inspired by everybody. I felt like we had a good thing going with the group that, you know, that we were with. And what I was thinking was, I was wondering if anybody on the Shine Sisterhood team would want to create a Team Cup-like team of 5 people who are all shooting for this goal. So Sharon, if you're not interested in going to Summit, or you're not interested in getting the picture with the super trainers, obviously that wouldn't be for you. You wouldn't want to be on the team.
Right.
But there might be other people who might be. So I'm just going to offer that up, and I'm going to put a post up tomorrow in Shine Sisterhood for anybody who wants to shoot for that goal, because it's a big goal. I mean, that's pretty big. But, you know, shoot for the moon and hit the stars. So even if you didn't get it, if you were shooting for 20 and you got 6 or 10 by the 15th, that would still be awesome. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I think it's a good thing. Even though I was like, are they kidding? I read it like 5 times. Like, am I going cross-eyed? Like, am I reading that wrong? Like, that's pretty. I don't remember them ever being that big. Like, I remember it being like you had to get Success Club 10 through the whole month. Not Success Club 20 by the 15th. That's.
Maybe it was a typo.
What, maybe? All right. So I'm going to put a post up. That's the next thing I wanted to tell you. I did that. Okay. So, last week I had said I was going to put some live polls. I went live last week. It wound up being so long. You guys probably didn't even get through the whole thing. I apologize, but it was so many things that I wanted to talk about on the team call, and between the internet connection being so wonky and I kept bopping you off. Remember, I was in the car and I kept getting bopped off, and I was like, I literally did not get to talk about one thing I wanted to talk about. So my stupid live wound up being so way too long. But on there, I had talked about, you know, maybe doing some polls in the Shine Sisterhood just to get some feedback from you guys on like how you think you want to run things together, like with new coach training and sneak peeks and how we want to do that. Do we want to take the sneak peek off of Instagram and put it onto Facebook? Like, I just wanted to kind of get you guys your feedback. So I guess you can look out for that also in the Shine Sisterhood. I'll put some polls up just to kind of get some feedback. And I don't even know if the polls would help, but I was thinking maybe it would help us kind of move along. And then I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what they talked about on the Diamond Leadership Call. So that was earlier this morning at 10:30. And I talked about it a little bit with some of the girls, but what they're going to be doing is anybody that's a newish Emerald coach, or doesn't have to be a new Emerald coach. It could be an Emerald coach that's really just starting to work their business now. What they're going to do is they're going to offer up certain times, certain days. You can go anytime that is convenient for you, but I think it starts today until like the 11th, I think. It's like for the next 2 weeks. What they would like is Monday through Friday, every day, for one coach on the Flawless Empire team, so it could be any of you guys or anybody on any of the little teams, to go live for like literally 2 or 3 minutes just to answer 4 questions. And the questions are, you know, how did you go Emerald? Like, which 2 people did you sign up to go Emerald? That would be the first question. Second question is like, why did you make the decision to go Emerald? Like, what was your motivation? Like, why did you do it? And then there's 2 other questions. I forget what they are, but if you guys are interested in doing that, just let me know, and I will let Lori know, and then we'll put you in a day that you want. Obviously, as people start picking days, they'll fill up. So if you wanted a specific day, it might not be available, but like I say, there's like 10 days. I think they're looking to fill up 10 slots. So they basically need 10 coaches that are new-ish Emerald coaches to go live for 2 or 3 minutes, just so that the reason behind it is they're trying to get coaches that are new to the page or maybe have been around for a while, see the benefit and why people would want to go Emerald, so that Lori's doing this whole push for Emerald for March, like go green in March. And so anybody on the Flawless Empire team that goes Emerald will get like a headband from her. And she's just trying for people to see the value in wanting to go Emerald. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. And, I left my notes in the other room, but I don't know if you guys got on the National Wake Up Call today, but I was choked up, goosebumps, tears. It was so phenomenal, guys. They actually had an author on. I had never heard of her before. She's not a Beachbody coach. She's a lawyer and an author, and she actually teaches law at Columbia University. And she's a new author. Her book is coming out May 5th. The book is called Ask for More, and her name is Alexandra something. I did a story on it this morning. But it was so phenomenal. She talks all about negotiating and how coaching is like negotiating. And hold on one second. Just I'm going to get my notes.
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, good, Kathy. Girl, so I was just talking about the National Wake Up Call. You might have to watch from the beginning, because I was talking about other things.
I actually missed the Wake Up Call today. I didn't get to watch it.
Oh my God, it was so amazing. I was just telling the girls, I was literally teared up, choked up. It was like so phenomenal. So I was telling the girls, it was a lawyer. She teaches law school at Columbia University. She is not a coach. She's an author, and she wrote a book called Ask for More. Her name is Alexandra Carter, and she has this whole thing where she connects coaching to negotiating. And that when you're negotiating, I think she says a lot of people are have a misconception of it. Like they feel like they're trying to convince people of something. But what it really is when you steer people in the right direction, negotiating, that's more of what negotiation is. And she says, all people want to be seen and served and not sold. And she said that, picture yourself on a kayak. And when you had to steer the kayak, you wouldn't necessarily just keep going straight. You'd have to go this way and that way and kind of steer it. And she said that the way that you negotiate, and people who are very good at sales or negotiations or that kind of thing, they are for one reason only. They ask the right questions. And she says, I'm getting goosebumps again. When you ask the right questions, you can steer people into the direction. And this is amazing, guys. Amazing. This is going to change everything. She said that the first question that she asks somebody is very simple, and it's 2 words. And those 2 words are, tell me, with a question mark. So she'll say, like, tell me, how are you doing with your health and fitness? Tell me, how are things going with you in blah, blah, blah? Tell me, how is the family? Tell me. She said it really makes a difference in how the people respond to her, because they feel like that you really want to see them, that you have an interest in them. And then she said there's actually 5 questions, but she couldn't give us all 5. Obviously, we're going to have to buy the book. But then the next thing that she says is, another question was, when you get to the end, when you ask somebody like to commit, like, are you interested in buying a challenge pack or whatever? She said for her she was trying to solicit, I guess, for people, businesses, to buy her book in bulk. Like, in other words, like a company buying her book to give to all their employees or something like that. So she was reaching out to people like that. And when it would get to the very end where she was saying, tell me, would this be something that your company could utilize or something like that, whatever. She said that if they said no or whatever, she would come back with a very simple question that was 4 words, and this question changed everything. It was, what are your concerns? Question mark. That's it. What are your concerns? Because then, when they came back with something, then she could address it. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully get the sale. And you guys have to watch the National Wake Up Call, though, because she obviously presents it so much better than I just did. And she also tells her whole story of how it worked out. Like, she went from a sale of 0. She could have let it go, like them saying no. But just by asking that question, what are your concerns? When they came back, she was able to address those concerns, and she wound up selling 700 copies of her book. So it went from a sale of 0 to a sale of 700 just by asking, what are your concerns? So I thought that was really helpful. And then she said 3, never mind, that's something else. But anyway, watch the National Wake Up Call. It was really, really good. And then 2 more things. How much time do I have left? Does it say anything? No.
Not yet.
Oh, good. Okay, that's good. So the next thing was, new coach training for the Shine Sisterhood. And I know we keep talking about this, so we're trying to figure this out. And I think the reason why we keep stumbling and fumbling and, not really getting it started is because we're not in a position where we need to get it started. Like, we don't really have a coach that we need to train right now. Like, Elaine is not like, oh my gosh, I have this coach, she's a challenger and she wants to build a business. If she did, I feel like we would be in that position to be like, okay, what do we got to do? Like, one of my most favorite things, Dr. Phil expressions, is necessity is the mother of invention. Like, once we need to know how to do it, we're going to learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So Cassie right now, I am so glad she's on the call. Shout out to you, girl, because her sister is thinking about actually getting started. So today, I think she said that you sent her some stuff, right? From Flawless Empire?
Yeah, well, she keeps asking me questions. So, like, because she's like, well, what's that? Well, what's Success Club? Well, what's this?
Good.
she has no idea because she really hasn't been able to jump in. I'm sorry, I'm not looking because I'm trying
No,
to.
no, drive. Don't worry. You don't have to look. I don't care. Yeah. Don't crash.
No, but I've been just giving her snippets of information because I don't want to
Yep.
overwhelm her. She's going through a lot with her ex and custody of her kids and all this crap. So, and she's actually working a ton of extra hours right now for this person. She's like a personal assistant and a teacher.
Oh,
So she's
wow.
making extra money. Yeah,
Okay.
she's a personal assistant to this musician and she's working insane hours for him. But,
Wow.
you know, so she doesn't have a lot of time. But I'm trying to show her how even just a little bit of work, like I've been doing over the last couple months, is making me almost $100 a week right now.
Right.
So that's awesome. And she needs that money, you know, so she just has to kind of get the ball rolling. But she's got a lot to learn. So I was showing her the Flawless Empire. I said, look, I've already invited you to the group and, you know, you can go in and look at all these different units and see, you know, so you get more information. I'm like, when you have time, she's like, I know I don't have time. I'm like, I know you don't have
that's
time.
The thing. So,
I'm like, make the time.
yeah, exactly. Like, give yourself 10 minutes a day. You know what I mean? Like a small amount of time every day. So my question is, like, so Kathy's in this situation. I have a couple of challengers who are discount coaches that I really think would be amazing coaches. One of them's Karen Lewis. She's in the group that you guys know, and I love.
But Georgiana, what happened to the woman that you just signed on that I thought she was going to be a coach and wanted to do the business?
She got overwhelmed just with social media in general. She's like, I'm taking a break from Instagram, but I'm still doing so. I'm letting her kind of, you know, sometimes I feel like it's too much on people, you know, a lot at once.
Right.
So I just, you know, I'm letting her kind of, you know, she's not really going to be coaching yet, but that doesn't mean she won't be, you know?
Okay.
So what I was thinking was, I was wondering, like, with Chrissy, your sister, when we have a new coach like that, do we want to make a Shine Sisterhood new coach page? Like, it would be a page on Facebook, just Shine Sisterhood or Rise Up group or whatever. And now it could just be me and you and Chrissy just together, like, you know what I mean, to make it small and intimate, where we're kind of like walking her through the different things to do. I don't want to make this a lot more work, but I'm wondering, like, I feel like what I'm doing right now isn't really working. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the way that you did it is the way I always do it too. I kind of like plug people in and just tag them and stuff, and then like hope that they're going to do it. But maybe if we're actually in there holding her hand and walking her through it, maybe she'd have more incentive to, like, you know.
Yeah, I think she's overwhelmed a little bit, you know, because she obviously has a lot going on, and then she's not sure about so many things. Like, there's a lot of vocabulary to learn. There's a lot to learn. So, you know, I feel like it's more than just inviting people, but like she's starting to understand snippets of information here and there. Like,
well, that's the thing. Did you see the new coach videos in the coach office? They're amazing. And they walk, that's the one. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it is very overwhelming, and there are a lot of snippets all over the place, but those new coach videos are fantastic, and each one is like 3 minutes long. They just revamped the whole new coach training. So would you mind if I put me and you and Chrissy for now, and then Elena, if you want to go in there as a leader, and like, just so that if you could see how it goes, and Sharon, if you want, anybody's welcome to join, but just to kind of like get started with trying to do it ourselves, because this is what I think.
I was watching a coach call or a team call. I don't know whose it was or where it was or when, but they said when they sign on coaches that want to run a business, they put them into like a message thread like you would with new challengers in a challenge group, and you do the same exact thing with them. Each person, each day you go through exactly what, you know, like different rules or different things that they can do. And you do that for about a month with them straight. Like, post this today, or do this post today, or, you know, try to like make your, like, I had somebody reach out to me to be a success partner, which isn't going to work for me because she doesn't know anything about the business. I told her, I said, I don't mind teaching you. I'm like, the first thing you really have to do is make your your what's it called?
Vision board?
Like your outpost, like you're posting like I started something new, you know, and like does
Oh,
that
coming out.
your coming out post,
Yes.
which is not something anybody like taught me about. Like so I learned that way later. So it's like little things like that. So if you have like a checklist of like just start with that, you know, like
Yep.
you can tell your sister, make the coming out post, post it up
Well-
there, see what feedback you get, and then from there we'll teach you how to send a share a cart. We'll teach you how to go into the coach.
Well, it's all in these new coach trainings. These new coach trainings are so good, guys. I mean, if you go into coach office and you go to Grow My Business, you go, I'm sorry. You go to coach office, you go to training. There's a button called training. And if you go in there, there's new coach training. It's a blue box. It looks like a blue box, you know, Beachbody blue. And it's the first set is a series of 5 videos, and each one is about 3 minutes. And if they go through those 5 videos, 3 minutes each, 15 minutes of videos, they can start coaching right away. They can start.
Mhm.
And then there's another set that talks all about Success Club, and it's like another 5 videos. It's all about Success Club. And then there's another set of videos all about volume. So what I'm thinking is we have a new coach training with Lori. We have a Dynasty new coach training. And then we have the Beachbody new coach training. What I'm thinking is just go through it very slowly with them. If there's 15 videos or 20 videos, then they would do like one a day. You know, a 3-minute video a day. Chances are they're going to want to go faster than that. You know what I mean? Because once you get through one video, it's like, it's kind of like Netflix. You want to just keep watching it. But anyway, are you guys, what do you think? Do you think that that will be okay? I mean, I could start a group soon.
Yeah,
Yay.
that would be great.
Wouldn't that be good? Because then I feel like I'm always just tagging people and stuff, and then I don't know how they're doing, and I don't know how far they've gotten. I feel like I just can't, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm leading them very well.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I definitely feel like you'd have like kind of like the way you would run challenge groups or how you do Rise Up Project is how we should
Yes,
run this Shine
exactly.
Sisterhood. Like each day, like we have not a check-in each day or anything like that, but just something like how Lori posts. Like that's why I try to go into Flawless Empire and post in Shine Sisterhood because
Yep.
it's like whatever she posts, especially if it's going to benefit us or be a teaching or be so, I'll just repost it in ours. So it
Right,
doesn't
I
like
love that.
I didn't make it because I'm working all day, but you know, she makes them and we're supposed to use
Awesome.
the resources anyway. So
I love it.
hopefully, you know, other people in the team will see it and, you know,
Yeah.
take a look
And
at
once we have our newer coaches taking a leadership role in the Rise Up Project, like I said earlier, we could do more leadership roles in the coach. We'll have to call it something. I guess Shine Sisterhood New Coach Training. And you know what? I'll make a banner and I'll put all our pictures on top. So, because what is nice about doing it that way is like when we're signing on coaches, they're not seeing Lori's post, they're seeing our post. We could do the exact same post. We could literally go into Lori's training and copy and paste it and put it in our training, but it's our names and our faces that are the posters. So we're going to be looked at as the leaders.
Does Lori have a new coach
Yes,
group?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Not
there's
just
a group
Flawless
that I'm-
Empire. She has like a new coach group.
Oh, she's got a new coach training, which is what I'm thinking of doing.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know if we should have a whole separate page for a new coach. I just feel like that's a lot because we don't have that many new coaches at once. Do you know what I mean?
Right, I know, but that's why I'm thinking, let's just test it out with Chrissy. We have one person. She wants to be she's thinking about doing it slowly. We can go slowly with her and just kind of like, she's like our guinea pig. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we need like somebody to start with. And if I can get Karen in there, if she wants to do it.
I don't know. I'm confused. I'm not saying no, but I'm just confused with it because then it's like, when do you transfer them to Shine Sisterhood? You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't know if I would just do like,
well
think
I mean,
go ahead.
okay. I think that this is more of just a training group. Like they would be in both groups. The
Okay.
Shine Sisterhood would be, I think, unless we could always change that. Like what we could do is like, how about this? We could do something like this. We could say they're in the Shine Sisterhood training group, and when they get their first customer, they go to Shine Sisterhood. As soon as they sell their first challenge pack, they get success, any point, or they don't even have to get Success Club points. It could just be they sold an all access pass. Now they have a customer, now they're in our team page or something. It doesn't have to be that.
I think we have only a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
I honestly, what I think is the whole thing is super overwhelming. There's just trainings all over the place, like you said, and there's all these different groups, and for someone who's not like all in yet, it's a lot. So I think it's good to like have it all in one place instead of having it all over the place. But I feel like we are just taking the resources that are already out there and just putting them all in one place.
That's what Lori does. But I'm just saying, like, so if we did it with our name, with our faces and names, it would be
like, I love that our faces are now on that board because it's awesome. Like my sister even said before our faces went up there and we redid the logo, she was like, why are you posting in the Bar Blend group? Like what happened to Georgiana? Why isn't she doing it? I'm like, wow, and I'm like telling her about, shared leadership. And then, like even the color challenge. I'm like, did you see the color challenge this morning?
Yes.
And she's like, yeah. She's like, did you come up with that? I'm like, no. I'm like, no, but I did post it. I'm like, we have stuff, we've had that before, So she's like, I know she's interested. I know she wants to do it, but she's just, yeah, I don't want to overwhelm her either. And that's why, like, I didn't.
We could do we have new coaching units in Shine Sisterhood?
No.
Like how Lori has it in Flawless Empire? We could do something like that where we
have one place.
And we could tell people like, okay, you're in Shine Sisterhood. When you get a moment, go into the units and start from day one.
Okay.
And, like you can still have that personal little message thread like we do with our challengers.
Right.
Rise up, but like say, okay, did you guys go through the videos? Or like just you could talk to them for the first few weeks and then you kind of like let them go into Shine Sisterhood and
guys, I'm just thinking right now, I have this girl, Janessa, that I freaking love. She's amazing. She's such a spitfire. She's young. She actually just moved back to California. She was a paraprofessional in my school. And she was like, wow, she's like, I didn't know you were doing Beachbody. That's awesome. And I was telling her about it. She's like, I've been using my sister's account and I love it, but I need to get my own account. I'm like, oh my God, girl, you need to sign up with me. She didn't have any idea that I lost 50 pounds. She was like blown away. You could tell her eyes were like gleaming. I was telling her about the business. I'm like, you should totally do it with me. I'm like, you should totally coach with me even. She's like, yeah, maybe. Oh my God. When I moved back to California, she's like, you gotta give me a couple weeks to like get settled. But she's like, definitely hit me up when I get back and we'll talk. So she could be a potential coach too. And I actually just messaged her today because she has moved since February break, but it's still super new. And I don't want to overwhelm her, but I just wanted her to know that I'm reaching out to her, see how she's doing. And she could be someone I think could be amazing in our group. Like she's really good.
That's awesome. So you girls think that I definitely agree with you 1,000% on the overwhelming thing. And I want to make this as easy for the new coaches and calm and non-stressful as possible. I want it to be exciting because overwhelmed is basically like excitement. It really is. It's like, they're both the same. They create the same feelings in us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
like,
I feel like it's more positive.
I was overwhelmed at first and I was kind of like going back and forth. Can I do this? I don't even know if I can do this. And I still even question sometimes, am I really doing this? Like, what am I doing? Because it's so much extra work. It's pulling me away from family. It's pulling me away. I don't have that much time already as it is, So, but I'm making my commitment to it because there's something pulling me towards it. Like, I feel like literally pulled towards Beachbody like a magnet sometimes. Like, I know that I'm doing this for a reason and I know I need to keep doing it. And I just, so I think my sister's starting to see that though. I think she's really inspired by like how much it's changing me and how committed I am. And, that's inspiring her. So she wants to keep going. And I love that. And I said to her, I'm like, that's what's so great about it. Like, you just feel so inspired. You feel inspired because you're inspiring other people.
Yeah, it is. It's great. It's like that constant, and to be around that positivity like that is just great.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys think the units would be less overwhelming than a whole nother group?
I do.
And I think that
questions, I'll post them right in the group.
Okay.
I think a whole nother group is just something else that's like confusing.
I
Like,
agree.
Yeah, I feel like we're creating something extra, and
Right.
we don't.
that
need
we have
do
to
that.
like follow, that we too as have to
Right.
follow up with. And not that I don't want to work, but it's like we're already
No,
posting
we don't want to make extra work that we don't have to.
that we don't
Right.
have to do.
Right.
I think, like you said, Georgie, we just need to prioritize which videos she should watch first. Like,
Yeah.
if she should watch those 4 videos on the coach office, then that's where I'm going to send her first.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not going to send her back to the Flawless Empire
Mm.
until she's ready, because those are like lots of snippets of information,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's
it's
like
kind of
a
all
how
over
to
the place.
invite and how to,
Right.
post and stuff like that.
And
So,
I just feel like, too, like, you and I could just like Zoom with her or just get together even,
Sure.
and like,
And there's
you know,
always
she
the
can
new
just
coach
ask all her
call.
questions. What?
when she's ready to, like, when you think like she's gone, I would say when she gets her 5 customers, she knows how to do a share cart. And not 5 customers. When she goes to the 5 videos and she gets to get customers.
I'm like,
yeah.
what? 5 customers?
So she goes to the 5 videos and like she gets a customer maybe, and she's like, she understands share cart. Then you can invite her to the new coach call on Flawless Empire at 8:15. She does it every week at 8:15.
Right. I was telling her about
Yeah.
Lori. I said, you
Yeah.
need to start watching Lori Miggins. I'm like, she's the one that totally inspired me. She's the one that totally like
Okay.
got me going. I was like,
Oh.
what is going on with this chick? What is her deal?
Yeah.
I love her posts. She's so inspiring. She's going on these fabulous vacations. She has an insane body. And this is from 5 years of coaching. I'm like, what is happening? And I just started like attraction marketing. That's what it is. It's attraction marketing. You're attracted to that shiny diamond. And I was like blown away. So I started following a lot of her shit. She actually reached out to me. She didn't even realize I was a part of her empire. Isn't that crazy? That's how big her freaking empire is. She reached out to me on Instagram. This is no joke. This is true story. She reached out to me on Instagram and actually invited me to be a part of her challenge group. And I'm like, girl, I am Georgiana's coach under her